Hey, what is up guys, it's your boy Tway here. This will be a video on the upgrading system of the Technomagic gear. I found on my stream that there were a lot of other people that weren't really sure about what to do, how to do it, how to actually get the proper gear. Now let me give you a few examples on how this upgrading system works. So first of all, I got myself a dispatch battle on Galgoria 4. Honestly, cannot still do 5 on a dispatch, but hey, that's how we get to do it. So then a huge question is, what can you actually get out of these boxes? The boxes will contain several items. One of them is this thing, the Crystal of Galgoria. Now this is used for many other things which I will emphasize on in a little bit, but let's see what we can actually get from the pack itself. Can we actually get some gear? Well, 72 runs and we got only one item so far out of 50 boxes, and here's another one and it contains nothing. Okay, so is this really rare? I guess so. Now once you have found an item, you can then identify this. Once you click it, you then have the identifying option. Currently everything is identified, but once you click it, you can get several things extra. So it comes with 2 additional options. This can be reforged until infinity, guys. The additional skill, however, is set in stone. That means you cannot change this. There's obviously a huge roster of items and a huge amount of skills that you will be able to get or not. Now the question really is, like, is this item good? Should I keep it? Should I not? And there's a few things that you have to take into account. 1, which character are you going to use it on? 2, is the skill really that good? Like 2% cooldown reduction every 10 seconds seems like a whole lot, but to me 10 seconds in a whole fight doesn't seem a lot, because there's only a few characters that you can use this on. Let's say you put this on Annette. Well, she's already reducing her own cooldown, so not really that good. Now to upgrade these items is very simple. So once I grind this one, because I think it is very useless, it will then allow you to get crystals, but most of the time you just get this upgrading stone. Now let's show what this actually is used for. So you go here, you go to enhancement, and what this basically uses is the required materials. This will up the star by 100% chance. It has no fail bonus. And if you look at it closely, the attack on this thing is absolutely humongous compared to something else. Now let's show you what a 5-star looked like. Now this is something that I got by accident, which is my Chase's star on this thing. And if you would compare it honestly with this, look at the difference in attack. It is absolutely enormous, and it doesn't have the greatest roll, but the damage of normal attacks by 25%. I tested this. You'll be surprised how strong this is. Now, this is not the final form, ladies and gentlemen. You can get this one even further. So if you go to the Technomagic of Restoration, you got this thing. So the question mark is, where do you get it? But if you look at the attack, it starts from 0 star. That once again, guys. So that means this is not the final attack. What I'm assuming is this thing can maybe even hit 50, but let's try and verify this. So the reclaimed option is the final form of the item, and it starts at 37k attack. But what if we amp this up? 46.6k, guys. That is absolutely ridiculous. So the base stats on itself is enormous, and this is just the earrings. Let's just check for tanks how broken this is. You got what, 67k defense compared to what, 34? So that is nearly double the defense, guys. So I'm assuming at some point, like, warriors are gonna be absolutely ridiculous. So one of the questions to me was, where can you get this Technomagic experiment reports? Well, one of them you can actually get simply by doing your weekly quest. Now that seems very bogus because it's just 10 and you need about 80 of these. Now one part that I found was actually on this part, and that is if you complete 13 of these you can get 80. So which also means I'm gonna straight upgrade that earring to see how broken I can make that thing from the start. So if we equip this Technomagic Restoration, here we go, restore, upgrade that thing, and straight away pop that. And here's the bigger question, can I then make it even bigger? I have this feeling I cannot, but hey, we need only 15 of these right now. Okay, now those items are easily acquired. As you guys seen, if I actually grind one of these pieces that I have in my inventory, depending on the quality, you can get these. However, there are more ways to get them than that. So you have items which are looking like these, and you can then get as many as you possibly want. You can use these for upgradings, and the bigger question would be, where can you get them, right? Okay, now on the special shop, once you go to package, then you go to Technomagic stuff. There is one that is currently sold out. This one is for gold. For 700 million, you can get, I don't know, a lot of these boxes, which is nice. And the funny thing is, these boxes, they will be reset on Monday. So you don't have to massively farm, but however, as you guys have seen, it is quite costly to upgrade these things. Because just to show you guys, from a 0 to a 1 star is 15, but it exponentially rises according to this thing. Another thing which I haven't mentioned yet is the reforged part. Now, as you can see, the crystals of Galgoria are also used for the reforged part. Luckily, every single week we get 5 additional reforged tickets that we can use, and these are highly necessary. Both of the lines can be reforged until infinity, and as you can see, I got myself a crit damage line, which I really wanted to be attack. And I'm not quite sure if it works the same as it does on the enhancement scrolls, where if you got a max roll, you can actually get somewhere else. That is something that we have to test out. Luckily, I got a few scrolls and a few options. If I get another P block, then I'm gonna be mad as hell. Now, this might not seem like the most efficient thing that I could possibly do. Oh my god, please let me get something attack. That would be very good. The recovery on attack is actually better, at least on a max. Can we get something, please? Penetration? Another one? Really? I want this to be attack, please. I cannot do this anymore? No more reforged tickets? No! I promised myself I wouldn't do this anymore, but here goes. I buy maximum for education purposes. And as you can see, we're gonna have to hopefully get something really fast, because this is looking trash. We got crit maximum. Now this seems like a bad thing, but it is actually really good, because ultimately on Galgoria you need an over crit commit, and this thing is a max roll, guys. That is humongous. Now it could work out this penetration up to a maximum, because I believe this gear piece to be absolutely good. So yeah, attack speed is not the thing that I'm going for, but I am going to at least try and get some more. Can I get an attack, ladies and gentlemen, or a max roll on penetration? Both of them could be good. What's with this MP recovery on attack? What? Stab. Critical damage. Not useful on chase. Penetration, on the other hand, way more useful. I haven't seen many double stats rolled, but hey, lifesteal, another one. Okay, maybe today is not the day and I should just wait with this. Another thing that needs to be addressed is the Valence crafting shop. So if you go here, you get yourself your ways of Technomagic crafting. You go to the Galgoria part if you do have enough of these tickets, and if you have over 1,000, you can craft a singular piece. You click it, and this can, with a little bit of luck, actually proc yourself a reclaimed gear. Did I get something that I want? No. So what you're left with is a lot of farming and a lot of tickets that you will end up, let's say, waste, right? But hear me out on this one. There are chances to get what you want, and you can get it up a little bit higher. So if I click on the night class, from 1k it upgrades to 2k requirement, and you can then only get night items. Will you then get what you want? No! There's still a way where you cannot get what you want. But if you upgrade it to 4k, you will get a very specific item that you want. But there's another thing. There's 1 out of 52 lines that you need to get, and if you want something very specific, then you'll be farming for quite some time. Now hear me out on this one. The way I'm gonna do it is I'm collecting puzzle pieces. So I'm not gonna do any of these 4,000 craftings until I get myself 3 out of 4 set pieces. Reason why? That will then make sure that I have about a gazillion requirement materials to then, if I need that last piece, I could just click about 52 times to get the ones that I want. If I'm a little bit luckier, it takes me about 3 times. But hey, that is the way that I feel that it has the least RNG to go with that. Is there a different way? Is there more algorithm statistics that might point out that my whole strategy is bogus? We'll find out later on. The content has only been out for a week now, so it might change, but I find this one to be one of the most interesting ones, but it does take a lot of farming. So let me just spit some controversy, because there are a lot of posts on Plug that says like, oh my god, no, these gear drop rates are absolute ass, this, that, and the third. And part of me agrees, right? Part of me really agrees, because I farmed over 100k stamina and I got myself 2 good pieces for my chase. I got some other random pieces that I need to even reforge. And out of 100k stamina, that seems like a lot. However, do we want to have content that we're done with within a month? I do not get that. So basically what is on Plug is, oh my god, you need this amount of stamina that equals to this amount of dollars, aka that's pay to win, right? And there are people who are willing to do it, but the people who make these posts actually pay the dollars, right? So I'm like, I've read them, but it doesn't sit well by me, because it basically says like, I'm not getting enough bang for my buck. Okay, so yeah, we're paying so you don't have to play the game. Okay, but these people put everything on dispatch, so you don't really necessarily have to play too. So yeah, I get to a certain degree that people want to quit because you will have to pay an X amount of dollars to really get everything in the first week, this, that, and the third. I get it. I get it. Would that whales quit? I get it. Will there be a buff? I'm thinking there will be one, because the guys with the big wallets, they're complaining. They are. And probably like everybody else there as well. But on the other end, before the patch, everybody was complaining, we have nothing to do in this game. We have nothing. So either you want to pay for everything or you want to play the game. Oh, guess what? We don't want to do anything. So at the end of the day, I don't know what it is that will satisfy the people ultimately, right? So I would like to ask you guys, put something in the comments to let me know what you guys think, because honestly, I'm a bit two-sided on this thing. Like, I do get the people, but I don't get the people. So please help me out on this one. But if you found this video helpful and if you like the content, make sure to drop a like and sub if you haven't already. But for now, this is Twibby.